Hi. Hi, everyone. No noise, please. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my live. Welcome, welcome. Welcome here. Welcome to my live. If you're new here, you're highly welcome. Sorry. If you're new here, you're highly welcome. Welcome to my live. Glad to have you here. Okay, so in today's live video, we're going to be discussing on hair porosity. Anyway, let me welcome you once again. Hi, everybody. It's Happylicious here. You're welcome to my YouTube live. Okay, so I've done several lives. I've done live on. Okay, I talk more on hair growth, hair porosity, how to grow your hair, especially in natural, ways and all of that. So in today's video, let's go right into it. In today's video, we're going to be talking on hair porosity. So what's your hair type? By the way, look at my colors. Anyways, thank you very much. Whatever. Okay, so what's your hair type? What is hair porosity? What's all this hair porosity, hair type, and whatever it is? And why is it important? Why do you need to know? Especially as a fussy hair, uh, as a natural hair girly, a fussy hair type girly, is very very important. You know why I have brought up talking about this is because I get so many comments and so many questions like my hair is dry always, my hair is not growing, my hair, this, that, plenty, so many things, and it keeps me wondering. Let me give you a little bit of my hair journey. I had my hair relaxed. I was on relaxed hair for a long period of time, and then when I decided to go natural, I went natural because my hair was not well managed, and then I had some low cuts, like especially on my edges. I had some hair loss on my edges, so I decided to go natural because I needed to take care of my hair. And so I cut my hair in 2022. Yeah, I cut my hair in 2022, and then started regrowing my hair again. Oh, welcome, Chisom. I started regrowing my hair again. Is it Chisom? Oh, Jovini, welcome here. You're welcome to my life. You're highly welcome. Hello, Jovini. Okay, so thank you very much for tuning in. You're highly welcome. So, I I cut my hair in 2022, and I decided to regrow my hair again. Oh, thank you, Jovini. Okay, who is this? Ugochini. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I cut my hair in 2022 because I wanted to regrow my hair. I wanted to take more care of my hair. I wanted my hair to look good because as an African, as a natural natural hair girl I am, I love being natural. Let's not dive into that. So I cut down my hair because I wanted to regrow my hair again, and so it's from 2022 to 2024, 5. Now we are in. I've been able to grow my hair to the length I am that it is right now at 14 inches, while my back hair, which is not that lengthy, is about 11 inches, 10 inches. All are not equal, but that, let's not go into that for now. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for everybody tuning in. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for everything. Okay, so let's go back to what I was saying. So because I love my hair, I love to take care of my natural hair, I decided to cut down my hair and regrow my hair again. And the next, and within that 3 years of the time, I've been able to grow my hair at least to some 14 inches of my hair length. Okay, so that's why I am more concerned about your hair growth, about your, growing your hair and ensuring that your hair it's blooming the way you want it to be. So in today's topic, we've talked more on today's topic. Thank you, Giovanni. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, praise Odili. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So in today's video, we are talking about hair porosity.
My mother rabbit cream.
I'll take it from him. So in today's video, we're talking about hair porosity, and we have three basic hair porosities. We have the low, we have the medium, and we have the high. Just like my fingers, low, medium, high. Okay, it's funny anyway. Okay, so we have the low, we have the medium, and we have the high. By the way, I have a note here because I don't want to, say oversay things. So for the low porosity hair. Thank you. Okay, so for the low porosity, your corticals are tightly closed. That's one way you know. As in course of running this video, I'll definitely do a live test on it. And then for the medium porosity, your hair is slightly open. And then for the high porosity, your hair cortical. We are talking about the cortical. What's the cortical about? Is like your hair strands. How is moisture able to absorb into your hair? Is it fast? Is it very slow? Or it absorbs in a moderate level? That's what the porosity talks about, how moisture is able to absorb into your hair. Okay, so without further ado, let's do a test so that we can be able to ascertain what we're talking about. Thank you so much, praise. Okay, so let's do a live test so that we'll be able to know what we are talking about here. Okay, so I have some strands on my hair here. Please don't ask me how I got this. If you know, you know. Okay, so I have some strands on my hair here, and I have a cup here. So one of the ways to know your hair porosity is this water test. Egg, please keep quiet. Is this water test? Okay, and these are other there are other ways of doing this, but this is the number one. Okay, so let's have a test on this. So for us to start, you're going to take, for you to know your hair porosity, you're going to take some strands of this hair. Okay, let me just, so that it can be quite visible for us to see. So we'll take this and then we'll drop it. Don't know if you can see. Drop it into the water. Okay, you can see it. Okay, let me do it this way. You can see this, that it's floating on top of this glass, on top of the water. It's floating on it because my own is low porosity, so it takes a longer time for the water to absorb into the hair. I don't know if you can see this hair. For it to absorb into the hair, it will take a long time for it to absorb into the hair. So if you have a medium porosity or a okay, Jovini, bye, thank you so much. If you have a medium porosity or a high porosity, okay, let's talk about the medium porosity. It's likely that this will absorb the water, will definitely absorb the hair, will definitely absorb the water very quickly, and before you know it, it will sink into this cup. I mean, the hair strands will sink in. Egona, please keep quiet. I don't want those noises. Go and eat. Will sink into the hair, but because mine is low porosity, it's not sinking quickly. Okay, Don't know if you can say this. It's not sinking. So for the medium porosity, when you when you when you drop your hair strands into a cup like this, gradually the hair absorbs the water, and it begins to sink down into the hair. It begins to sink down into the cup. That's the water absorbs the hair absorb the water, and it doesn't float anymore. Then for the high porosity, immediately you drop this, it will just, it will absorb the water and it will go down quickly. Okay. So for the low porosity, it's going to take a whole lot of time for this to float. So this explains your hair porosity. I hope I'm able to pass the message. So this explains the low porosity hair. So I'm going to be talking more on low porosity because that is my hair type, and for us here in Nigeria, most of us, that is our hair type. That's our, we are the low porosity girlies. Very few of us are high. Okay, even if you are or medium or your high porosity, it's fine, but let's talk more on low porosity. Okay, I can still be, of course I'll talk more on, of course I'll talk on all of them, for all of them, and then we'll still, you know dive more on low porosity. Okay, so that's been said, let's let's progress. So I have a note here. I said that earlier. Thank you for everyone that's tuning in. Thank you for the thumbs up, praise. Thank you for Jovini. Thank you everybody for the thumbs up. I'm glad the thumbs up this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm glad to have you. Okay, so for the low porosity, like I explained, water sits on your hair. It takes a longer time for water to absorb into the hair. And the product sits on your hair too, causing build up. It takes a long time for your hair to dry. These are the signs of low porosity. Water sits on your hair. If you pour water on your hair, it will take a while before that water will absorb into your hair. Okay, just like the illustration I've done earlier. Then product also sits on your hair. If your hair is not in the um is not in the right, what will I call it, maybe your hair has not, your cuticles are not open yet, product will definitely sit on hair. It's on the hive, um, product will likely sit on your hair. That's the message I'm trying to pass across. Product likely sits on your hair because your hair is low porosity. That's the characteristics. Then the third one is that it takes a long time to dry. Low porosity hairs takes a long time to absorb moisture, and when that moisture gets into your hair, it takes a long time to dry. It can take 2 days, in fact 2 days, and your hair is not dry yet. You be wondering like, of course, yes. So that's one of the things to note about low porosity. Okay, so how do you care for your hair? How do you care for this, hair type that you have? Most of the time, for you to balance your hair porosity, low porosity loves heat. Okay, low porosity loves heat. Sorry, the weather is hot in Nigeria, of course, and I'll be cleaning my face from time to time. So low porosity loves heat. Yes, like I said, the low porosity loves heat. You have to be using heat on your hair most of the times when you're deep conditioning your hair, when you apply products on your hair, or when you want moisture to enter into your hair. Okay, that being said, I remember yesterday, I think day before yesterday or 2 days back, we talked on how to make your hair soft. Keep your hair soft and moisturized all the time. Priscilla, thank you. Is it? Prissy, thank you so much. You're beautiful. Thank you. You're beautiful too. Thank you so much, Prissy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so that being said, yes. So how to care for this low porosity hair of yours. And I made mention of heat. Yesterday, I also made mention of me using warm water to 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 moisturize my hair. If you've not watched the video, go back and watch the live stream of 2 days ago, Abby. Yes, when I talked on how to maintain moisture routine, how to maintain your hair, how to keep your hair soft and moisturized at all times. And I talk of using warm water. You know, using warm water is one of the secret routines to maintaining your fussy, your low porosity hair. You know, warm water or warmth has a way of absorbing moisture, giving you that moisture feeling into your hair. When you use warm water or heat on your hair tends to absorb the products. Your cuticles tends to open. That's basically what I want to say. When you use heat on your hair, or when you use warm water or something warm and gentle on your hair absorbs it faster. Your cuticles tend to open, and then the product you use or whatever you use on your hair absorbs. But what causes buildup is when you know you don't apply heat. When you apply a gentle heat on your hair absorbs that moisture quickly. It absorbs. Your cuticles is open, so it can absorb wherever you put on your hair very quickly. Leave that place. All right. So that being said, let's talk on medium porosity, which is the best hair tie because which is the best hair tie because hello, hello, come and keep that in properly. Keep it properly. Sorry, excuse me. I was talking to somebody outside. All right, leave it there. All right, sorry for the interruption. Okay, sorry about the interruption. So, medium porosity. Let's talk on medium porosity. Medium porosity is basically the best hair porosity because it's in the middle of the low porosity and the high porosity. For the low porosity, product doesn't absorb into your hair quickly. Meanwhile, the medium porosity absorbs moisture very easily. It holds style well, shiny and elastic, minimal freeze. While for the low porosity, water doesn't absorb into your hair. It takes time to absorb. Product sits on your hair. It takes time to dry, and it takes time for hair to absorb moisture. So the best hair type is actually, thank you for tuning in, everybody. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. Your comments, your likes is valid. I'm seeing it. Thank you so much. So don't forget to like, comment, share. Just comment. Okay, let's chat. It's a chat. Okay, everything you type here, I'm going to be saying it out. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm glad to have you here. All right, so let's move on. The medium porosity is actually the best because it's between the high porosity and the low porosity. The medium porosity absorbs moisture quickly, holds shiny and elastic, minimal freeze on your hair and all that. And the maintenance is not, of a burden. It's easy to maintain with regular conditioner, balanced protein and moisture. Avoid over manipulation on your hair, you know, basically. Then for the high porosity is the opposite of the low porosity. Low porosity, doesn't hardly holds moisture. It takes time to hold moisture. Meanwhile, the high porosity, it will just absorb the moisture very easily. Like the test we did earlier, remember? Okay, so if this was a high porosity hair, okay, if this hair strands was high porosity, as you drop it into the hair, it will just go down immediately. That's the water, the hair will absorb the water very quickly and very fast. That is one way to explain high porosity. So high porosity hair absorbs moisture very fast and dries up too dries up too very quickly. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Please, your comments are valid. Thank you for tuning in. Drop a comment, give me a thumbs up on this video. um Glad to have you. So for the high porosity, the the hair absorbs moisture very very quickly, and that's how it also dries very quickly. Product doesn't sit on your hair is basically very very moisturized, but it's easy to dry. As water comes in, that's how it goes out. So easier it dries up so quickly. Product leaves your hair very quickly. It's also prone to breakage, prone to split ends and all that. Because it also prone to dryness, because the products water moisture leaves your hair very quickly. So basically, for us to have a balanced hair type, we work towards, you know both the high porosity and the low porosity works towards having a medium porosity hair, where your hair is, moisturized. Your hair is always shiny and minimal frizz and all that. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I mean, the low porosity hair girlies and the high porosity hair girlies should work towards having a medium porosity. Even if sometimes hair porosity hardly changes, I don't know if there is science behind that, but you should work towards having a medium porosity hair, whereby your hair is moisturized, your hair is, has minimal breakage and all that, holds moisture, and your hair is easier to maintain. All right, thank you for tuning in, everybody. Thank you for the thumbs up, thank you for the likes, thank you for the comments. Thank you so much. I'm glad to have you. All right, so let's move on. We've done the test. We've talked about the low porosity, we've talked about the medium porosity, we've talked about the high porosity. Okay, so thank you so much. Moving on. Why does your hair porosity matter? Why your hair porosity matters? Why does your hair porosity matter? Your hair porosity matters because it helps you to maintain your hair. It helps you to choose the right products. It helps you to prevent dryness, breakage. Helps you to retain length. It helps you to promote healthier hair growth. You know, so it's very very important to know your hair porosity, your hair type, your everything about your hair, because without this you will not be able to retain length. You say your hair is growing, you can see your hair is growing, but you're not retaining length. Because why? You don't know your porosity type, so you don't know how to manage, don't know how to maintain your hair. So that's one, that's the reasons why you have to know your hair porosity. So that being said, thank you all for tuning in. I'm glad to have you here. So, what are the excuse me? Sorry, I had some network issues. So yes, I'm back. Sorry, I had some network issues. So yes, I'm back. Okay, sorry about the interruption. All right. So moving on, I've basically said it. So how do you? Okay. So what's the care tips for your hair porosity? Of course, I've made mention of using heat on your hair. I've made mention of moisturizing your hair often. Conditioning is very very vital. How you deep condition your hair, always using of aloe vera, your avocados, your egg, your honey. Serves as you make sound to your hair. you know Shea butter also helps to retain moisture into your hair, also helps your hair to be soft and all that. I talked about that yesterday. Okay, so that is part of how you deep condition your hair. Then when you're washing your hair, always use warm water when you use warm water, and I feel I've not talked enough on this. When you use warm water on your hair, it helps your cuticle to open up quickly than when you use cold water. It's just like when you're in a cold weather and you want to beat cool water, you feel very cold, you'll be shivering. But when you're bathing in warm water, you feel better, you enjoy the bath. That's how it feels on your hair. When you use a cold, your cuticle shrinks. They don't It tightens up. That's what I mean. It tightens up, it closes up, it doesn't open up for that moisture, for that product or wherever you're using to enter your hair. But when you use a warm water on your hair, the cuticles opens up and your hair is able to absorb moisture, is able to absorb the water, absorb the product or wherever you use on your hair. Water is very key as a low porosity jelly. Using warm, even a medium porosity, using warm water when you want to apply a product on your hair, always start with using warm water. It helps your cuticle to open up for whatever product you're using to absorb into your hair. Also, using okay, when you apply your conditioner or whatever you use on your hair, using steam cap also helps. The basis of this, of using warm or heat or gentle heat or whatever it's called, all of this is so that your cuticle can open up and absorb the products you want to apply into your hair. That's the essence of this, using warm, anything warm, so that that thing you're applying on your hair can absorb, because your hair cuticle, you know it's like it opens up and also closes depending on how you do. So how to manage your hair and ensure that you get the best. That's why I said earlier, using the low porosity jellies and the medium porosity jellies, sorry, the low porosity jellies and the high porosity jellies, work towards having a medium porosity. So for you to work towards having a medium porosity, is this that I'm talking about. So for the high porosity jellies, you always, when you moisturize your hair, you always you know ensure that your hair, it doesn't run dry, it doesn't freeze, doesn't you don't over manipulate. Okay, so that being said, I don't know if I've gotten that across to everyone. The essence of using or discussing about this hair type porosity is so that you can know the products, choose the right product for your hair. Because for the low porosity girlies, if you don't know your hair type, you'll not be able to know the right product to use on your hair. You will just use any product that you see on the counter. But when you know your hair type, you'll be able to choose the right product for your hair. And for that, it's good that you choose water-based products. It's good that you choose a lightweight conditioners, you know shampoo, liquid moisturizers, something that are lightweight and something that has water. Okay, and also aloe vera is a very good product when it comes to you know hair growth. Aloe vera has moisture, has you know what is water based, so it's a very very good product, natural product for in natural hair girl is to always inculcate into their hair growth routine. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. I'm glad to have you, although I'm already wrapping up this. I'm sorry I wasn't smiling. I was just a little bit distracted. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. So let me reintroduce myself again. Happiness. I talk on hair growth, hair journey, how to care for a natural hair, products to use on your natural hair, you know. Do well to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that you will be notified when I post new videos, lives and all that. Give this video a thumbs up, so that you see more of me. Alright, so we talked on low porosity, high porosity, medium porosity, you know, and all that. So I want to give a little advice. for my natural hair girlies that will watch this video later, please, over manipulation of your hair causes breakage. You might be wondering, what am I talking about? When you over manipulate your hair, when you over style your hair, when you over braid your hair, tight braids and all that, causes breakage and causes, split ends and, causes loss, hair loss. So my advice for you today is, don't over manipulate your hair. Don't use tight braids, you know, constant restyling, even excessive heat and all that. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for every one of you. Do well to watch other of my streams on I think I had a stream on onion to for as an effective way of relieving itching. Do well to check that video. I also had a video on how to keep your hair soft and moisturized, especially this festive period that's is dry and all that. So that being said, for now I think I'll be going off. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Prissy, Praise, Jovini, thank you so much. Thank you all for those that I saw. I saw Cap below. Thank you so much. 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 I saw who else again? Ugo Chini. Thank you so much. Thank you so much all, and I'm glad to have you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.